A crispy, crunchy egg roll is one of the best parts, most iconic parts of a Chinese-American restaurant menu, but you don't have to wait till you go out. Why not try to make them at home? And it's a good thing I know Lawman, because he's going to show us how to make egg rolls. And you've got some serious thoughts about egg rolls, too.
I do, Bridget. Between you and me, I have a love-hate relationship with egg rolls. I either have one and it's delicious, or I eat one, take a bite, and I'm all set.
Not good.
No. So in the interest of research, we ate tons of egg rolls, and we figured out the difference between an egg roll that's really, really good and one that's meh is complementing flavors and textures.
Okay.
So today we're gonna make a really, really good egg roll. So to start, I have 12 ounces of fresh ground pork. You wanna use fresh ground pork because it has a higher fat content, but you can use prepackaged ground pork.
Okay.
So just gonna add this to our stand mixer, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of lard that's been cut into 4 pieces.
Just not enough fat in that pork for you, huh?
Exactly, so the lard's gonna add some more richness to the pork. And we're gonna add our paddle attachment. And we're gonna set this to medium, and we're gonna whip it for about 2 minutes until it's lightened in color.
Okay.
So it's lightened in color. Now we're gonna add some shrimp. I have 4 ounces of shrimp that's been peeled, deveined, and the tails have been removed. Now it doesn't matter what size shrimp, as long as it's 4 ounces.
Okay.
And we're just gonna chop this up. We want it just small enough that you have enough shrimp in the egg roll, but it's not gonna be big chunks.
Okay.
I'm just gonna add that to the pork mixture. And I'm just gonna wash my hands before we add our seasonings.
Okay.
So my hands are nice and clean. Now we're gonna add our seasonings.
Every seasoning in the kitchen.
Yes. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce,
That's a powerhouse right there.
1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder. Now this might sound weird to add, but it's gonna add some nice concentrated savoriness to the mixture without adding any liquid. Next, we're gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of Shaoxing wine, 1.5 teaspoons of sesame oil.
Toasted, right?
Yes.
I got it.
1.5 teaspoons of Chinese white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of table salt, 1/2 teaspoon of white pepper, and last but not least, 1/4 teaspoon of 5-spice powder. So we're gonna set the mixer to medium-low. We're gonna combine this so that it's fully incorporated for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
And now we're just gonna cover this with some plastic wrap, and it's gonna sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes so that the flavors can meld.
Okay, great.
So while the pork's marinating, I have 1.5 ounces of dried mung bean noodles. And if you're not familiar with them, they're made from the mung bean starch. And they're great added to soups where they absorb all the flavor in the broth. And they can also go into egg rolls, spring rolls, and even dumplings where they're gonna give you a nice chewy texture. So we're just gonna add this to 4 cups of hot water. And this is gonna rehydrate the noodles so that they're pliable and we can work with them.
Okay, great.
So it's gonna sit in there for about 15 minutes.
Well, that sounds like we have time to do something else.
We do. We're gonna cook the vegetables that are gonna go inside the egg rolls.
Great.
So here I have a 14-inch flat bottom wok. I'm gonna crank the heat on high. We're looking for it to start smoking.
Great.
So as you can see, it's smoking. Now I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. And I'm just gonna pour it right around the edge so it cascades down. Now it's really smoking, so we know it's really hot. So I'm gonna turn the heat to medium high. And I'm gonna add 2 cups of chopped green cabbage, 1 carrot that's been peeled and shredded, a tablespoon of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. You want to cook this for about 2 minutes, moving it constantly so that the vegetables don't steam and they don't burn. So it's been about 2 minutes. The vegetables are cooked, and I didn't burn them.
No, you did a great job.
So we're just gonna add them to a plate. We just wanna spread this out in an even layer. So now we're just gonna put this in the fridge for about 15 minutes. It's gonna stop the vegetables from cooking, and it's gonna make the vegetables cool so that we can handle them inside the filling.
Okay.
It's been 15 minutes, and as you can see, the noodles are nice and pliable.
They're noodling.
They are. So we're just gonna drain them.
Okay.
Want to make sure that there's no excess starch on them, so we're also going to rinse them one more time.
Okay.
And we're going to drain the excess water again because no one wants a wet noodle.
No.
And now I'm gonna cut the noodles into 1-inch pieces. Basically, you want them to be bite-sized pieces. When you're eating the egg roll, you don't want the noodle to stretch out. You don't want to have like a Lady and the Tramp situation with your egg roll.
Speak for yourself.
And it just needs to be kind of like a rough 1 inch. It doesn't have to be exact. As you can see, it's basically a bite-sized piece. So here I have the pork mixture that's been marinating for 30 minutes.
Nice and chilled.
Exactly. We're gonna add our noodles and our cooled veg.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to add it to the mixer. So we're just gonna put it on low and we're gonna combine this for about a minute. Make sure it's thoroughly combined without beating up the ingredients.
Got it.
Love what you're watching? Take your cooking to the next level with our Essential membership. Get instant access to thousands of recipes, tips, techniques, product reviews, and step-by-step videos. Our Members app allows you to search by ingredient, set dietary preferences, and save your favorite recipes. For those looking to level up, our newest feature, ATK Classes, offers more in-depth instruction led by ATK experts, so you can gain greater confidence in the kitchen. Start your free trial by visiting the App Store or going to americastestkitchen.com/YouTube today.
Now it's time to make the egg rolls. I'm gonna make one, and then hopefully you'll help me make the rest.
You got it.
So I have 12 7-inch egg roll wrappers.
Okay.
And to start, you want to place it so it's kind of like, it looks like a diamond. And you're gonna take a 1/4 cup dry measuring cup and take some of the filling. Then you're gonna add it about the third of the way down. And then you're gonna form this into a 4-inch cylinder. Now you wanna wet your finger and go around the edge. This is gonna help seal the wrapper. Take the corner that's closest to you, bring it over the filling, and then press out any air bubbles. Then take the right corner, fold it over. The left corner, fold it over, then roll it away from you so that the seam is underneath.
That is beautiful.
And you're gonna add it to your parchment lined sheet pan. And then I have a damp towel here. I'm just gonna put it on top
Okay.
so that they don't dry out.
All right. You're going to walk me through the next one?
I'd love to.
What do you think, boss? So far, so good?
So far, so good.
All right. Then this goes over. What do you think?
I'd eat that. Bridget, now that you're an expert, we're gonna keep going until we have all 12 wrapped, and then we'll be ready to fry. So our egg rolls are rolled. We're gonna fry them right away. We're gonna cook 6 at a time.
Okay.
You'll notice that our wok is back, and we have 2 quarts of oil. This is vegetable oil. You can also use peanut oil. If you wanna get fancy, you could use some duck fat.
Ooh.
So first we wanna make sure the temperature is at 350 degrees. Now we're gonna add our egg rolls. So you wanna ease them into the oil, seam side down. You don't want any splashes. And we're gonna cook them 4 to 8 minutes, flipping halfway through until they're nice and golden brown. So Bridget, it's been about, say 5 minutes, and they're ready to flip. We're gonna let them go about 2 or 3 more minutes.
Okay.
So Bridget, they're nice and golden brown. They're ready to come out of the pool.
Okay.
So we're gonna add them to our triple layered paper towel lined sheet pan. We wanna make sure we get some of that excess fat off the egg roll. So now we're gonna cook the second batch. We just need to return the oil to 350. We're gonna add the rest of the egg rolls and cook, flipping halfway through. So Bridget, here are those really, really good egg rolls I promised you.
Really, really good. I think
Really
they're going to
good.
be great. They look fantastic.
Thank you. I'm gonna cut one in half so you can see the inside.
Okay. Yeah, because they look pristinely beautiful on the outside. Look at that, chunks of shrimp. I can smell it as soon as you cut that open. That's going to be great.
So this one's gonna be for you. I have 2 sauces here. We have a spicy mustard and we have a plum sauce that you can get the recipe on our website.
Okay, so what do you suggest? Dipping?
We're gonna dip. First, I'm gonna try the plum sauce.
A little hot, a little sweet, a lot of crispy.
For full episodes of your favorite cooking shows, head over to ATK's Full Episodes channel on YouTube. You can stream complete seasons of America's Test Kitchen, Cook's Country, and more. See you there.